ladies and gentlemen, the BLP Black Label Pro Heavyweight Champion. He's going to be in action this coming weekend. I'm looking for my overlay. Here we go. It's going to be in action this weekend at TurboGrafx 24. It's available on Fight Plus. Come and check him out. The one, the only Ratty Daddy himself, Cole Radrick, joins us now. Hello.
What is up, pal? It's nice to see everybody again.
Good to see you.
Is it nice to see me after you've been DMing me that you're gonna beat me up? You've called me
never.
a bitch ass.
I think my correct term was hoe ass. But
let's get to the bottom if it's bitch ass or hoe ass. It was hoe ass this morning. It was hoe this morning. It was punk ass bitch last night.
I love you. Brother, I'm so tired. We're out here though.
Yeah, because I made you wake up at 11 a.m. Like, this is early. We're an hour into our show.
Brother, I went to bed at like 5:30 this morning.
Good
Whose
Lord,
fault is that?
My girlfriend works night shifts. I'm scheduled to her sleep schedule.
Oh, then it's her fault, not yours.
I mean, or we can just blame Jeremy.
Thank you. It's so much easier when you just blame Jeremy. Are you a light sleeper, Cole?
No. My girlfriend came home this morning from work and was supposed to, she woke me up, and that was at 8 a.m. And I think I woke up physically at 10:25. This depends on whatever time I sent Jeremy his first sweet message of the day.
Yeah, it was let's see, 10:20 against all my will. I have awoken. So you're up.
Yeah, 10:15.
Yeah.
Look at it. CTE is a myth, folks. We cracked it.
I miss going to bed at 5 and waking up at 2.
I don't like. I'm not saying I enjoy it, folks. Don't get me wrong. But whenever 3 a.m. is your 6 p.m. and you're you're an old man that wants to go to bed at 8 p.m. and you're taking the trash out at 3 a.m. and then there's an Uber outside dropping off the drunk couple that lives right next to you, and you know that they know that you heard them arguing last night. It was a great moment, because there was just a moment where I had like 3 trash bags in my hand at 3 a.m. wearing a different all black hoodie, mind you, hood up, because I don't it's just like a weird anxiety thing. And then I just have all these trash bags just staring at them. And I'm hoping part of me was like, why is he taking the trash out at 3 a.m. with a black hoodie with the hood up? And then part of me hopes that they just don't ask questions.
Yeah, I don't think they want to ask questions if they were arguing and you know the details of this. Do you think they think you were lonely at 3 a.m.?
No.
Okay.
Because I don't know. I'm not lonely at 3 a.m. Leave me alone.
Jeremy, he only sleeps when it's raining and he screams in the hotel. Anyway.
That's a myth.
Do you have a mat on your doorway that says happiness?
No, I have a black cat mat outside of my door.
I saw you were nursing your cat and you were like, this is why I can't have kids, because you had to take the cat away from the trash bag. Cats love bags, by the way. We have a cat. This thing will not stay away from our grocery bag. Just wants to eat it, lick it, whatever. Like, go away, dummy.
So remnants of food.
We had like the funniest thing. Christmas last year, my cat got a certain ornament off the tree, and it was just this tiny little bell-looking plastic ornament. Starts knocking it around, and I was like, all right, I'm sweeping up. This ornament's going into the trash. Threw it away, and my cat sulked for 5. No, there we go. My cat cried for was whining, throwing a fit. Like, you pick her up and she's just. So eventually I opened up the Christmas ornaments that we had put away just to unscrew one with the cap and give her one that she plays with all the time now. So
and to buy the cat its own Christmas ornament to make it happy. Cats are a pain.
They are, but like they're also the best. Like I don't know if you remember us talking about Mac, who's like our brand new kitten. He's about 1 year old and about 25 pounds. So it's going well. But he's not a big physical touch cat. But there will be times where especially when I'm up here in Rec Twitch Mountain, twitch.tv/RaddyDaddy4ever. Especially when I'm up here, he'll lay down on either side of me. And it's funny because I won't notice he's there until I feel a weight drop. And I figured out he literally just stands on his feet and throws himself to his side to get my attention that he's actually physically ready to be touched.
Our cat will just walk all over us. We'll just be laying around and she'll take the longest route of instead of coming up just to the side of you to lay next to you, let me walk over your legs, walk over your body, and then I'll lay next to you. What are we doing?
I love it.
Listen, let me tell you when it's the weirdest. When you have a human child and you ask that child, hey, you want to give me a hug? And the child says, nah, and then runs away. That's when you know that love is in the air, friends. Okay? No
one wants to hug.
I can't do that. I cannot do that. I could not. I would be so emotionally destroyed. When it happens with my cat, I'm very hurt. I'm why don't you want me to pet you right now? Why? If it was my physical child that could talk to me and he goes, no, I'm crying, I'm inconsolable, I'm seeking therapy, I'm wondering if it was me, if it was Sean Ross Sapp not getting a pop in Black Label Pro. I'm wondering what butterfly effect could have caused this moment in my life where my child doesn't want to even hug me. It's hurtful.
I can tell you eventually he comes around and wants the affection.
I know Sean Ross Sapp will never get the affection.
No.
Oh, your child.
My child.
Yeah.
No, Sean doesn't need the affection. He's fine.
I mean, he can probably get it behind the paywall.
we gotta get you.
I love
paid.
him.
You're apparently unpaid. You're an outsider reporter who is unpaid. You gotta have your own. You gotta have your own Patreon, Cole. Can you do Cole Select, Raddy Daddy Select?
I mean, if I got in on the Fightful NFL talk, I'd probably have a job by now. But whatever.
That
show.
Yeah, we had that for a little while. I was gonna. We're gonna talk no wrestling.
Oh, no, we never do. It's a train wreck from start to finish.
It is.
And I'm literally at what point are you going to bring him in here? Like you always do.
He shows up by his own volition.
Yeah,
I know.
For some reason,
he's lurking somewhere.
For some reason, this is the one show he actually watches that exists on the entire platform. I don't understand it. It's like Beetlejuicing this whole thing. It's awful.
I do have a bone to pick with you when it comes to the
what did
NFL,
I do,
Cole? Frank Reich is awful. Why?
Your goddamn.
You muted yourself.
Control D, or you just unplugged your microphone accidentally.
So I get very physical whenever something happens and it just triggers a bad memory, a bad season, a bad point in my life, something I've lost sleep over, something I have cried myself to sleep over. And I like to move my microphone around a lot. I'll grab it, talk into it. There's this real reason why, even after everything that happened last year, I am so happy that we got rid of Frank Reich and went to Jeff Saturday. I do not care. I would have rather gone down like the shitstorm that we were last year with Jeff Saturday than to go out with Frank Reich, where I have this smallest, tiniest bit of hope. And I'm glad.
Here's a 5-yard check down. Oh, let's throw a screen pass. Oh, here's a swing pass to the running back. Take no shots down the field. No creativity offensively.
39 fullback dive.
Oh, it's awful. It's boring to watch. We got the #1 overall pick, and I'm trying to watch these games.
Anthony Richardson should have been the number 1 overall pick.
Nah, Bryce. I think Bryce will be okay, but this quarterback is just, this quarterback coach and just the coach in general, awful, absolutely awful. Frank Reich offense, terrible stuff. Joel, ask a wrestling question. Try to bring some legitimacy to this show and interview. Otherwise, Cole and I will just talk about football the rest of the time.
And cats.
Listen, man, we talk a lot.
UFC.
We talk a lot. Not that. We talk a lot.
Oh, we do need to talk about that.
We will, I guess.
Panthers never doing well.
Shazza McKenzie never wins matches. Somehow she beat you at a freelance event. What the hell happened?
I'm seeing brass knuckles and tight spool.
Oh, okay.
Allegedly.
Oh, allegedly. Okay.
Allegedly.
Let's all right, fine. Let's talk about
Sore subject. Sore subject. I just wanted to get it out there. It's not on Cage Match and a match guide where people have reviewed it with comments yet, so I don't know if it counts.
Good. Doesn't matter. We brought it up. We just got it in. We got it out. Let's talk about a Ring of Honor. You had your best pal Matt Brannigan. You teamed up, took on Gates.
Best pal. The Hog and Cog connection.
You were watching Sausage Party last night. I just assumed
legendary movie.
We're going to talk about that too. It's in my list. But first, let's talk about Ring of Honor. How was the experience working in front of the crowd at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse?
Man, it was pretty awesome. There's like a weird set of events that kind of led up to it, but it was the fact that something did come in front of it was pretty cool. Sorry, just blanking out on. I'm not blanking out, but trying to figure out how to word I want to say. It was a really cool thing, man, because like when I first started wrestling, like I'm a realist at some forms, and I'm like, listen, I'm a 5'8", really kind of unathletic white dude from a super small town. To me, making it was just doing something for a major promotion, just having a physical match, and to do that was like checking off one of the biggest goals I had wanted to do in wrestling. So it's kind of surreal. Now, did it kind of go the way I wanted it to? No. I still have like a matte burn on my forehead from the finish. But when we're preloaded in that ring, me and Matt Bredigan walk out there. I'm trying to keep pace with him because he has big, strong legs. Ooh, quads. We get in the ring, and there's a couple fans that started chanting "Ratty Daddy," like before the other people came out, and I thought that was really cool. And then by the end of it, the crowd seemed to be having a good time with me, and I got thrown directly onto my face. And don't remember much of that.
Did anyone have anything to say after the experience of once you got through the curtain and you came to and you were like, okay, got thrown in my face. How we feeling?
Honestly, I was just more ready not in a negative way about the experience or Ring of Honor or whatsoever. I was so ready to leave, and not because I didn't have a good experience. But I had to drive from Indy to Cleveland, Ohio, 5.5 hours, and then Cleveland, Ohio, back to Indy to get on a plane to go to New York. Because my flight left at 6 a.m. So AEW show ended at midnight.
Okay, so how does that even... You had to go back to Indy, and then did you make the flight?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he worked the GCW show the next night.
Did you speed?
Listen, brother, we made it on time.
Did he make it? That's all that matters.
Listen,
no cops are here. All right.
If Sean Ross Sapp is hiding somewhere.
That's true. You became, in my opinion, besides Bryan Danielson, I can't put anybody above Bryan Danielson. Sorry, Cole. But aside from Danielson, to me, you're the greatest ROH worker of all time after just this one match. Because, look, all anybody was talking about after this ROH show on Thursday was you. I don't know what else happened on this show, and I watch it, but I know Cole Radrick did the spin, did the camera point, did the back off, and got pounced, and unfortunately also got tossed onto your head with everything. You were the standout from ROH on Thursday. So my question coming out of this is, for the first thing, which is now a GIF online, when you're doing the spin and the point and the look around, do you have in your head, I'm going to go and I'm going to do all of this. I'm going to go and I'm going to make sure I stand out, do something memorable for this, to where the people, they might not know anything else about this show. They're going to remember Cole Radrick teaming with Matt Brannigan and getting his ass kicked.
It's more or less of, no matter, I had a good way of putting it. Is it like playing with a full set of cards? Like, I can't think of the term. I've already won in my head. Like in wrestling, I've already won. I'm playing on borrowed time, playing with, whatever you want to say.
House money.
I'm playing with house money. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm playing with house money right now. Legitimately speaking, if wrestling ended tomorrow, I did way more than I thought I would ever accomplish. So to me, this is so much fun. This is what I love doing. What I love is entertaining a crowd and making sure by the end of the night, I did something at least along the lines to entertain them. And so when you may or may not realize you may or may not have a really short match, you have to find ways to stand out and to be entertaining. And so I don't sit there and be like, okay, I'm going to do this spin and I'm going to look at the camera or any of these things. To me, I am living in the moment and having as much fun as I can with it, because a lot of that is my unconfident self from high school trying to be one of the cool kids and awkwardly just doing funny quips to try to make people laugh. Now I kind of figured out post high school those funny quips that can make people laugh and have fun and entertain themselves. So that's what it is more of, is just enjoying what I'm doing, living in the moment of what I'm doing, and just having as much fun as I can with it.
I'm going to add to Jeremy's point. You were on a show that you became the main focal point on an episode where the Ring of Honor World Champion, who hadn't defended his title since July, defended his title on that same episode against Rocky friggin' Romero. People wanted to talk about Cole Radrick taking a face bump more. I love it. That's good stuff.
Yeah, but like, there's a part of me where it's like, is that potentially like a bad thing?
Nah.
That I suck that much out like a thumb?
No, come on.
I don't think so. As you're there to do a job, and you want to make the most of that TV time. That's what everyone gets told. I mean, maybe you were told differently, but in every interview I've ever listened to, it's like, make the most of your TV time, make the most of your TV time. No one remembers guy who comes in there, gets beat in a minute, and just, they do their job well, but that's it. People remember people like you, or if you, I say I remember and then I can't remember, but I remember selling the Wardlow power bomb where they did like the full on backflip on it. I remember that bump that was taken. Like, this is the stuff that is memorable on there. It was Prime. It might have been like Optimus Prime. Yeah. I know that's a Transformer. But him.
You just have to, like, to me, at the end of the night, I was not going to be able to go to the back and say I did not have fun with it. I did not give it my all. Like, a role is a role, no matter what that role is, no matter whether you're wrestling 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or 15 minutes, you still have one job, and that's to entertain the people. So if you look at something and you only look at it negatively and be like, man, I only have this much time, I only can get to do this much, or I don't get to do this, the chances of getting a positive result out of that negativity is so little. You have to approach things sometimes just saying, let's have fun with it. And I think pro wrestling is best done that way. It doesn't all have to be super serious. I'm a super serious tough guy, though.
That's definitely what I think of when I see you, Cole. The guy who is gonna go in there, trained legit MMA fighter and knocking people out. You could pull that off.
I mean, Rough and Roddy can still hit my line, but whatever.
BLP this weekend.
Yeah.
Talk to us about that. You didn't realize you were booked until I told you.
I did realize. I did. Listen, I am on the slowest 3 weeks since the beginning of COVID right now. I don't know when the last time I wrestled was. All right. I have one show in 3 weeks. I am losing my mind. It is how I keep track of what day it is. Like, I think today's Wednesday.
Yes, allegedly. Yeah, allegedly. Yeah.
All right, it's Wednesday.
In fairness, I will give you a reprieve here. Is when I asked you to be on the show yesterday. I was like, hey, want to join us to talk about ROH and then the stuff you have coming up this weekend. I messaged you at 8:30. We've established you're not a morning person. You're either just going to bed or you've been up for too long. So I messaged you at 8:30. And then you replied at about 9:50 and said, I don't have anything this weekend. I'm like, well, you're advertised for BLP, so I hope you're there. So I will cut you a break of like, it was probably early. You weren't completely, with it. You hadn't gotten enough sleep and just forgot. I get it.
Honestly, I may have, I was probably that or balls deep in some IHOP at that point. Because I got breakfast at some point yesterday. And I see the Grand Slam breakfast, but that's a Denny's thing, I believe.
Yeah, that's
very
Denny's.
much Denny's thing. Yeah.
Denny's ruled, but they took out the one in my hometown because it really was awful. So
it's become a caricature of it's its own like overpriced garbage place now. It used to be better.
Save Steak and Shake. Save Steak and Shake. Stop killing my goddamn Steak and Shake.
Someone send me some Denny's. All right, anybody listen to this? Just send me Denny's. Why?
Don't
advocate for me getting Denny's.
Get IHOP.
All right,
Denny's.
Fine. Send me IHOP. I don't care.
All right, chill out.
Nearest IHOP.
Well, why is he screaming at me, dude?
I don't know. He just loves.
I'm always yelling at the mic. Why is he yelling at the mic?
Always yelling.
Why are you raising your voice?
It's like it's his way of asserting dominance, and we all just laugh when it happens.
Is that what happens?
Yeah, pretty much. Or we argue. I mean, it's one or the other.
Nah.
Anyway.
Black Label Pro, Cole. What do you have going on this weekend? Who are you defending the title against? I know.
First round. Cole Radrick versus Sonny Kiss.
Yep.
One of the most badass wrestlers going today, Sonny Kiss. Unfortunately, I got to win that first round. Win the second round. Third round, fourth round, however many rounds. It doesn't matter because the king of Wreckshed Mountain is still going to be the BLP champion at the end of the night. And then I'm going to take that belt to England and then defend it all over the place and then technically become a world champion. Ish.
It counts. Listen, if the Acclaimed can go on a Trios World Tour by defending all over the U.S. but winning it in the U.K., then I think Ratty Daddy could do the same thing but invert.
Listen, it's going to happen.
I have a very important question for you. I need the scoop.
Yes, the Colts are better than the Panthers.
All right. Well, that was the scoop to get. I hope. Put it in the notes. Jeremy, put it in the notes. We'll run it.
Anthony Richardson, Offensive Rookie of the Year.
There it is. We're going to put that in the notes.
Bryce Young, not even top 5.
So Sonny wasn't originally planned for the show or booked for the show. Recently, in the last few weeks, Sonny was brought in to replace Barry Horowitz. Was there a chance that we were going to see Cole Radrick versus Barry Horowitz?
I could tell you with faith, no.
Well, all right then.
I know. I believe I know who I originally was slated to wrestle, and wow, Barry Horowitz would have been freaking okay. I would have definitely wanted to wrestle Barry Horowitz. But the match I was told I was having was pretty cool too. But me and Sonny Kiss about to be fuego.
Yeah, were you originally scheduled to wrestle Rob Van Dam? He's doing a lot of comebacks right now.
No, but if me and Rob Van Dam want to talk about some vitamins and how pretty the trees are, I would love the opportunity. See, we're in the weeds.
Yeah. Have you seen that Rob Van Dam has a lot of orgies on his Instagram?
What?
Yeah. He talk to RVD about orgies and stuff. He's living the life out here.
He's in a throuple, man. He just gets it. The dude, listen, this is the guy that got Impact kicked off of Twitch for like a good solid week because
Is he a Hall of Fame everywhere already? Because
100%.
he needs to be.
100%.
All right.
100%.
And outside of wrestling too, I hope.
Yeah.
Yo,
Rob Van Dam is just one of the best. No matter what you want to talk about, Rob Van Dam's the best at it.
Thank you for your service.
You gotta salute the man. You got to.
Legend.
Absolute legend. Absolute legend. See, you could talk about that with RVD.
See, I mean,
along with some vitamins and
what?
other substances.
Yeah, water.
All right, take another shot at the Panthers and then go back to bed or take a nap or whatever you're gonna do.
You probably should have just kept Sam Darnold as your quarterback.
He's not good.
Baker Mayfield.
Baker's actually playing well.
Listen, my hot take of this year is he's going to finish at the cusp of it, but Baker Mayfield's the top 15 quarterback by the end of the year.
Wow.
As long as they don't trade Mike Evans.
Oh, let's be honest though, Cole. Like I could play quarterback if this is the offense we're running here. Like I can throw a 2-yard check down. That doesn't seem that difficult.
Let Bake cook.
Let everyone know where they can find you at, Cole Radrick.
Wait. We got to talk about Sausage Party first.
Oh, okay.
Jeremy just doesn't like talking to me, Joel. Every time I'm on here, he kicks me off. And see, mind you, I'm here for the long haul. I'm already posted up. I've woken up. I'm angry. I'm tired. I'm hungry. But guess what? I'm here, and I'm committed to the bit. As a Fightful outsider reporter that is unpaid, I have complaints that I would like to express. But Jeremy's like, all right, Cole, say where you're from, that you've said every single time that you've been on this show, and get the fuck out.
Do you want to do Taylor Swift puzzles with us? This is what we're doing on this show.
No. What I want to do
is
talk
get
about
out of
PWI.
here. You got to do Taylor Swift puzzles if you want to stick around.
I want to talk about the PWI 500.
Oh, here we are.
All right.
Go.
And here we go. Last year, I committed to something. And I worked and the fruits of my labor have paid off. The PWI Cat Dad of the Year was me. And this year, and I don't know if it was a shot, if I did something wrong, or what may have happened. But in my bio, it is former Cat Dad of the Year, Cole Radrick. And then I've scoured the list. I bought it, okay? I bought it because I wanted to see who won Cat Dad of the Year. Who won Cat Dad of the Year? I can't seem to find it. So they just took a blatant shot and took away the title from me. That is my bone to pick with PWI. Shout out to PWI. I was actually 27 spots up more than I was last year, Mr. 300. How we doing? Keep it moving. But yeah, Sausage Party. First time I ever watched that movie.
Talk more. Hold on. Talk more about
see, Joel, because like he just doesn't like when I talk.
No, I'm trying to.
It's crazy.
We're gonna get. Hold on. I want to get him. I want to get to Sausage Party, but yeah.
I know. Cool. I like giving Jeremy a hard.
I know, but
work with me here. We're doing a bit.
No, I get it.
I want to get a nice clickbait headline out of this that Cole Radrick buries PWI for taking away his Cat Dad title and just vacating it.
So, I don't understand. So I posted a photo of my cat and I said, official PWI, how am I supposed to explain this to my child? No answer. Then yesterday,
you've contacted them, and
yesterday
they've given you silence.
Yesterday, I respond to a respected member of the PWI, one of the editors. I responded to him on Twitter, and I said, "Oh, I'm the former cat dad of the year," with a photo of my cat. No response. Just a like.
We're gonna. Oh, that's even worse. That means they saw it.
They
I
had
have
just the audacity to like it, but not respond.
I have a cat that I have to explain how I don't put my own little paper ward up on a shelf right next to her cat bed. I have to explain that to her, not you. All right.
We're
Also,
gonna launch a full-on investigation.
I'm gonna have a
into this.
full-on meltdown.
You know I'm dumb enough to write an article. I wrote the SpongeBob thing that I'm still got to bully you into running, and I'm dumb enough to write an article about any of this stuff. You want to run a sausage party wrestling event? That might get you canceled, actually.
Not if Matt Brannigan's the winner of every match.
No, because I would be scared of what Matt Brannigan would do.
One could actually argue that any wrestling event is a sausage party if you try.
I will say, me and Matt Brannigan were attached at the hip at the Ring of Honor taping. And I've gotten to know that man in more ways than I would like to. And I would also like to seek a restraining order. Thank you.
Did he tell you about his epic Oreo eating contest against me?
Yeah, he destroyed you.
What? Okay, well, that's false.
What was the official count?
It's an accurate statement.
I think he had 21 and I had 17. I think that was the final tally. Will you participate next year when we do this? Can we get you in on this?
Let's do French fries.
French fries.
Oh, that's already down. I'm in. 1 by 1. Let's do it.
Yeah, that's gonna be like tough to keep track.
1 by 1 marathon. How many boxes? You can't do a handful. You have to go 1 by 1.
Oh, one by one. What kind of fries are we talking here?
McDonald's.
Okay, McDonald's fries. Those
or
are.
I can settle for Wendy's.
Wendy's are a little bit thicker. McDonald's are really thin.
If all of you had Steak and Shake, we could really put some damage in.
There's a Steak and Shake sort of near where I'm at.
Yeah, but by the time you get the fries. Also, whoever said Reggie Miller is Midge.
That dude, hold on. The guy in the chat who said that, kind of a legend. Very funny.
I love him. He's been cracking me up. I'm just responding. I'm not actually shitting on you.
For instance, have you ever wrestled in a place worse than Crown Point, Indiana?
Black Label Pro is this Saturday. It's going to be a great event. You should check it out.
If you've ever wrestled in Ohio, that's got to be worse than you've had
Freetown, Indiana.
Okay, there you go. All right, give us our review of Sausage Party and then go away.
Oh, here you don't want to hear Freetown, Indiana, Joel. Sorry, whatever.
Here I am, a Canadian, just trying to understand all of the nooks and crannies of Middle America, and I can never get that information.
He sets me up for something good, for some good content.
Freetown, Indiana. What is so great about it, or not great?
Again, he cuts me off, and then he takes the X, aims for my kneecap, and puts it dead center.
This is what I deal with every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Don't worry, Jeremy. It's just a flesh wound. Will be able to continue. Freetown, Indiana. My very first show outside of the place I trained at. Ever. So excited. Drive there. It's a 2.5 hour drive. And it's me and the guy I'm wrestling in this car. Same level experience. Our first match outside of our own company. And 6th match ever. We get to the town. And it's a town of 107. And it's just grass, Jeremy. Just farm everywhere, not a building in sight. And as we're driving down this dirt road, we see a barn. And there's no fucking way we're wrestling in this barn, right, Jeremy? No, our GPS is going to say, keep going 5 more miles. And as we come up to this barn, it tells us to take a left. We come up to this barn, it tells us to take a right. And we're wrestling at a barn that for some odd reason has a like basketball court ported side of it. So it's kind of like an indoor basketball court.
This sounds exactly like Indiana.
And we're now wrestling in Freetown, Indiana. You know what the locker room was? It was a closet. It was a closet that they used to put the chairs in when they ran church there. So we pushed it out.
The church to barn renovation is like a very common thing, I feel.
Very common. It's awesome. Yeah. I love it. Indiana, I love it. It's my favorite state. So all that happens. I'm thinking, wow, I'm not having a great time, but you know what? We're out here. 6 fans show up.
How was the match? 1 fan for every match you've ever had.
Yeah, literally. My match was okay. There was a match later on in the night that was a 6-man scramble that involved a guy doing a front flip off the back of a basketball board in front of 6 fans. There were more people in the match that paid tickets.
How many? Did he get a "This is awesome" chant?
Huh?
Sorry, how many?
"This is awesome" chant?
Go ahead.
No.
How many people live in the city again?
107.
107. So 17.8% of the population came to see you wrestle.
That's pretty good.
Certified draw.
That's pretty good.
Certified draw. Sausage party scarred me the first time I ever seen it. Left me in a dazed state of confusion. I ended up pulling out. I almost said pulling out. Ended up stopping watching the movie. Ended up stopping watching the movie because I had to continue my Madden franchise player. Went for his 3rd straight Super Bowl.
Are you a quarterback?
Come on. Gunslinger, bro.
Yeah, everybody goes quarterback. It's cliche.
Oh, here we go. All right. Go on with your T Swift and your Katy Perry and your Jonas Brother puzzles. I'm out of here.
Cole.
Bye, Cole.
Thank you,
buddy.
Do you want to promote anything before we get out of here, pal?
That's a no.
Content.
Damn shame. Cat Dad of the Year.
Will you be at South Bend for Pat McAfee show on Friday?
Yes.
Fans, you can go see Cole Radrick at the Pat McAfee show, South Bend, Indiana, this Friday.
Pat McAfee, notice me. Love you, brother.
There you go. And of course, go see Cole Black Label Pro and everywhere else he wrestles. He's always fun. Cole Radrick, thank you so much for joining us. The Ratty Daddy himself. Appreciate you, pal.
Thank you, pal. Love ya.
Love you too.